Hello, my name is Jon Sermon. I'm a church leader based in the UK, and when the COVID-19 pandemic was at full swing, quite early on in our lockdown here in the UK, I started recording occasional videos like this to try and offer some encouragement to people. Well, they were daily to start with, and as circumstances have improved, they've tailed off to much less frequent. But even so, this is number 199 since I started. And now that I'm coming back to them much less often, I think about what sort of encouragement can I offer in today's circumstances. Things have moved on as far as COVID is concerned. It's not gone away. We have a number of issues still arising, but the likelihood of serious illness is now far lower than when it was at its height, and that's a good thing. Meanwhile, we're facing all kinds of turmoil in other respects, including, of course, our awareness of what's happening in the Ukraine. I was conducting a funeral this week for a lovely older gentleman who was in fact the last one of our congregation to have served in the Second World War. So he was actually a Second World War veteran who died at the age of 96. And in these circumstances, I look at what encouragement is there? Well, hearing over the years some of his accounts of some of his experiences in wartime and how absolutely dreadful those circumstances were for many people, it leaves me aware that we are fortunate not to be in such a situation right now. But then there are those in some countries who are in exactly that situation right now, including in Ukraine, and my wife and I are among those in our particular area who are in the process of seeking whether we can possibly host someone from Ukraine who's come here as a refugee, needing to be accommodated under the Homes for Ukraine system. So even now, as I really marked and celebrated that gentleman's life and was with his family, helping them with the beginning of the process of coming to terms with loss, also remembering so many remarkable things from his life, including right back at the time of the Second World War. I'm also thinking, well, here are some people facing similar circumstances now. How can we be supportive to them? And I hope and pray that God would reveal many ways we all can be, including for some of us, hopefully, actually hosting guests. Of course, the other ups and downs of life will continue, whatever. And this morning, in our worship at the local church, we were looking at an incident from the Bible where the prophet Elijah came to the end of his earthly life in a most unusual circumstances, and the mantle of responsibility passed to his successor called Elisha. And we were drawing out, but what mantle will pass to each of us? What ways are we going to be used by God to be helpful to others, to encourage others, to spread good news, to reflect the love of God for his creation, us? And the fact is, our God wants relationship with us, wants to bless us, wants to help us, wants to encourage us. And some of the circumstances we've been through may help, perhaps for some of us, that trigger to realise actually it would be a good thing to respond to God's invitation to come to know him. I pray you be able to do so. God bless you.